Good morning and welcome back to Fair Value Study. It is Wednesday, April 15th, 2026, and US markets open in just under 2 hours. Let's break down everything you need to know before the bell. Starting with pre-market futures, the picture is essentially flat. S&P 500 futures are holding steady at 7,006, up just 0.03%. Dow futures are at 48,749, slipping a tiny 0.01%. Nasdaq futures are also off by 0.01%, sitting at 25,994. The Russell 2000 futures, representing small caps, are the weakest of the group, down 0.08% at 2,715. We aren't seeing big moves yet as traders remain in a wait-and-see mode. The primary headline driving the entire market right now is the Middle East. US stocks are holding firm near all-time highs following a rally built on optimism around a potential peace deal between the US and Iran. Traders are now watching closely for confirmation of a new round of talks. On Tuesday, the S&P 500 gained 1.18% to close at 6,967, sitting less than 1% below its all-time high. The Dow added over 317 points to close at 48,535, while the Nasdaq Composite surged nearly 2%, closing at 23,639. That is a powerful recovery, and the market is clearly pricing in a diplomatic resolution. On the energy side, crude oil is the one clear mover this morning. Oil is up 1.02%, trading at $92.21 per barrel. Prices have been choppy but are rising today as optimism grows that the Middle East conflict could finally see a breakthrough. Looking at commodities and currencies, gold is pulling back, down 0.49% at $4,826. Silver is off 0.9% at 78.82. The euro is slightly weaker against the dollar, down 0.13% at 1.1776. In the bond market, the 10-year Treasury yield is down 0.95%, sitting at 4.256%. That decline in yields is a supportive signal for equities, as lower borrowing costs tend to benefit growth stocks. Meanwhile, the VIX, Wall Street's fear gauge, is down 1.04% at 18.17. Seeing the VIX hold below 20 is a strong sign that fear is steadily leaving the market. Turning to earnings, today brings heavy hitters. Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, and PNC Financial all report before the bell. These reports will be closely watched after a mixed start to the season last week. In tech, Meta Platforms has agreed to deploy 1 gigawatt of custom AI chips using Broadcom's technology, extending their partnership through 2029. Shares of Broadcom rose 3% on that news. Additionally, ASML posted strong quarterly earnings driven by intense AI demand, further confirmation that AI infrastructure spending remains robust. Bottom line for today, the market is knocking on the door of all-time highs. Geopolitical risk is fading, earnings are largely holding up, and the VIX is calm. Watch the bank earnings closely this morning and keep an eye on those Middle East headlines, as they remain the single biggest wildcard. That is your pre-market briefing for Wednesday, April 15th. Stay focused, trade smart, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.